Okay, I'm back. I even remembered to rename the stream. I do believe that is correct. Don't worry, I just didn't turn the PlayStation on yet. We're going old school. My PlayStation's, of course, hooked up to a VCR, which is then hooked up to the computer. So that would be the blue screen, is just the VCR with no input. Uh-oh. Oh, there it is. Find my CD case. And I already listed the game as Triple Play 99. I could have done MLB 98 too, but we'll do Triple Play 99. So Triple Play is a little bit better. It's a little bit more balanced. MLB 98 is fun too, but it's a bit simpler, and it's very hitter based. Like the pitchers don't even have hitting stats. Like MLB 98, they really want you to use the DH rule on any league. Triple Play is much more balanced and realistic, I think. And the graphics are a little bit better in Triple Play, I think. Although MLB 98 really has its charm, too. I need my Triple Play 99 memory card. That looks like it. Now, Triple Play 99 takes up an entire PS1 memory card. Well, except for one block. So, pretty much the whole thing. Understanding why it takes up that much space, it just does. I'll put the other disc away. Still had Gran Turismo in there. I don't know. Oh, Cruel Summer. Actually, I think I'll just pause the music for now. Oh yeah, PS1 in all its glory. I am live right now. Okay. Ah, there's the message. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh boy, she's having issues. Now I did just replace the freaking eye on this thing. Okay, now it's working. Wires tangled up with other wires. Oh, she'd be skipping. Tell this edgy intro. Used to think this intro was so cool. Yeah, edgy. Good old EA games, right? Yes, this game is EA games. Alright, is it gonna work? Or do I have to stop and maybe wipe down the disc or something? This doesn't look too good. Thinking about it, I can hear it grinding away. Let me just wipe off the disc, maybe. What works? I mean, it's pretty old, but it was even working before I replaced the eye. That was the old eye in my PlayStation 2. The only thing it could still do was play PlayStation 1 games, which is funny because that's mostly what I did play, so you'd think that would be the part that would get worn out. But it wouldn't do DVDs, and it wouldn't do PS2 games, which makes sense because PS2 games are DVDs, basically. This disc is pretty scratched. But it worked before. Come on, don't make me change the title that I just did. Also, just remembered I gotta actually put OBS on my main monitor because I play this game through OBS. That's how the capture device works. Okay, that looks better. It's always done that, where the PlayStation logo goes down like that. Always done that. Don't ask me why. Oh, you know what? I didn't have to move it over. We could have just...
Fielders become acrobats.
I'm an idiot.
The show no longer means Broadway and Uncle Charlie is a relative
there.
that scares you to death. The boys of
Okay, we saw the edgy intro. If I don't let it play. This looks better already. Okay. I'm in that resolution, though. God damn it, Cruel Summer's in my head now. I heard like 3 seconds of it. The best quality option we can get. It's kind of fuzzy a little bit, but this capture device I'm using, this little easy cap thing, is probably complete garbage. It was super cheap. It was like 20 bucks. Actually, the end of it, the USB end of it, kind of split apart, and I had to tape it back together. There was no real damage inside. It's just this little, the plastic of it was just kind of snapped together and it popped off. So I took some electrical tape and just taped it together so that wouldn't happen again. But no wires came apart or anything. Oh no, what'd I do? Huh? What happened? Really? Did it try to do a demo and freeze? I think that's what happened. Oh boy. We might not be playing this. I was playing this not too long ago when it was, well, okay, yeah, it's loading up a demo. Right as I was hitting a button. The English Patient is named Best Picture. Mark McGwire's 58 home runs are the most since Laura Martin. I think he broke the record 98, so this is 97? Marlins, yes, 97. Okay, I should have started with the bottom one. Marlins won in 97 and 2003. And both times that the Marlins won the World Series, the owner completely dismantled the team right afterwards, that same summer. The same winter, I should say, right after the World Series. They're like, okay, sell everybody off. Cash in. Alright, well, I did not need to do that at all. I didn't hit a button quite quick enough, so it went to the demo. Can I turn my light off? I might have to switch to MLB 98 if this is going to be crappy. Let's see. Let's see if we can load up the save. I always play season. It just seems like a wasted... Yeah. Triple Play 99 takes up 14 blocks, and there's 15 blocks in a memory card. So, yeah. At least it gives you the option to pick which memory card slot it's in. MLB 98 only takes, I think, 5 blocks in a card. It's called blocks, right? But it only reads the slot 1 with the memory card, so you have to make sure it's in slot 1, which is a little silly. Okay. Maybe once I play it a bit, it'll start working a little bit better. I gotta hit start, right? I don't know if I should have some music in the background or not. Probably not. It is July 20th, 1998. Oh boy. Almost at the trading deadline. I don't think there's a trading deadline. I think you can trade whenever you want in this game, I'm pretty sure. Oh, and I just played this game 1-5-0, of course. Let's just finish off the day first. Gotta remember how this works. Where's the music? Usually there's somewhat obnoxious menu music that just keeps repeating during this whole part in the menus. Oh, I must have turned it off in the settings. I didn't even know you could do that. I must have figured out how. Okay. Well, it would have been something more than dead air, I guess. Let's see what the standings are like. Let's see, 1998. Ah, yes, the Texas Rangers were really good back then. They had Juan Gonzalez and a bunch of other really good players. They didn't actually win back then, like the World Series, but they were really good. I think they were better on paper than they kind of underperformed a bit, maybe. I don't know. And then second place, Angels, 51 and 40. Wow, the Angels are even above 500. The Angels are pretty rough in this game. But the Athletics and the why are the Mariners so bad? The Mariners should be number one. Late 90s, one of those seasons is the season that the Mariners won like 110 games or something. I really I remember when I was setting up the rosters for this, which was years ago now. I was always trying to make it more realistic because at that time a lot of these players were actually not retired yet. And so yeah, a lot of the big names on the Mariners got traded off. I thought I kind of tried to balance it out a bit, but Alex Rodriguez is gone. A-Rod. And of course, he's still in his prime when I took him away from the Mariners. So it's not like real life where it was different. And then who else? Randy Johnson. So yeah, there were some big names. Surprised they're that bad though. 42 and 58. Tigers 58 and 41. How did the Tigers get good? The Tigers were always terrible. Detroit Tigers, wow. Kansas City Royals, they're good too. White Sox were always kind of meh. The Indians, 49 and 51, they should be really good. The Twins, I think, were pretty bad in this game. But the Tigers being really good and the Indians not being really good is weird because the Indians had a really good team back then too. I think the Indians were against the Marlins in '97 World Series. No. No, the Indians were against the Braves in '95. The one year that the Braves actually won the World Series because they didn't run into the Yankees. That was against the Indians, and I think it was '95. Was it 96, 97, 98? Yeah, it must have been 95. Yeah. Stupid baseball knowledge by Red Bear. Oh, the Yankees are good. What a shock. Blue Jays. Blue Jays, maybe. No, they should be that good. Well, only a couple of games over 500. Red Sox should be better than that. And the Orioles are bad, and the Devil Rays are bad. That's not a shock. Padres, good. That's weird. Rockies above 500. That's a little weird too. Diamondbacks. Yeah, Diamondbacks weren't good yet. This was like the first year that the Diamondbacks and the Devil Rays were playing. Diamondbacks got good really quick, though. They won the whole World Series in 2001. Dodgers are garbage and Giants are garbage. I think that's about right. Giants shouldn't be that bad, I think. Giants should probably be up with the Rockies. Maybe middle of the pack. Pirates, top of the division? What? Cubs, Cardinals should be better. This was the time when freaking Mark McGwire was on the Cardinals. Of course, the Cardinals weren't that amazing. They like maybe made it to the playoffs. Not really though. I guess I should be playing music. I'm realizing this is just dead air. Astros kind of went back and forth between whether or not they were good in that period. It's like 1 year they were good, 1 year they weren't. Brewers were probably pretty rough back then. The Reds were always pretty... Well, no, actually, this is 98. The Reds were pretty good, not amazing, but they challenged the Mets in 99 to a one-game playoff for the wild card. This is before they always did that. It was because the Mets and the Reds had the same exact win-loss record, so they had to play each other to see who gets the wild card. 99, and the Mets won. And then the Mets lost in the playoffs because they couldn't beat the Braves because they're the Braves. Yeah. And here's the East Division. Oh, I must have been simulating a bunch of games because I am 8 games back. The Mets, no. We're in second place behind the goddamn Braves, but that's pretty correct, probably. And Marlins, Phillies, Expos, they're all garbage, yep. 52 and 47. So I'm fighting the Cubs and the Rockies for the wild card. Huh. We're only midway through the season right now, but yeah. Okay. Let's play some baseball. Pirates. What was the last Pirates? I think I'll skip the Pirates. Brewers, that's something different. Now watch, I'm probably gonna lose. Simulated games, boy, this game is trying to crash, I think. Maybe I'm just remembering it working faster than it does. I don't know. Let's see how we do. Of course we lost. That's just how it goes when you're playing a game like this. Anytime you pretty much always win when you play the game, so anytime you don't play the game, the computer goes, oh no, that's too many wins, and nope, loss. I think it's not actually rookie, it's like base rookie, but I changed a few settings. I'm sure I already have the settings already set up by now, I would think, because I loaded the save. Okay, oh, I don't want to play as the Brewers, I want to play as the Mets. I gotta remember to change that. Yeah, this is slow. I wonder if other games are slow. Hope not. Wow, Marquise Grissom, I remember that name. Look at that, 326 batting average, wow. Jeff Cirillo. Yeah, the Brewers had a lot of hard hitters, but they never really had the pitching. Jaha. Turner Award, Mike Matheny. Okay, they have a catcher catching good. Jose Valentino, he's still on the Brewers, okay. Now, sometimes what this game will do, if they have too many good hitters, is they'll stick some other random hitter in the catcher slot instead of the catcher. So, like in this case, I could see them taking the third baseman, Mark Loretta, and sticking him in the catcher slot. And that's just terrible. Maybe he DHs the... Are the Brewers still in the American League in this game? No, they're in the National League. Well, he's been in 20 games. Well, that's not much. I always like to look through the rosters and see the names. I always had a big obsession with trying to trade all of the players to where they belonged. Oh, I got Roger Cedeno. Of course, he's probably not that great in this game. No, he's pretty good. 281. Oh, I got Roberto Alomar. Oh, okay. Roberto Alomar, that means I was setting this up to be like early 2000s. When we made all those trades after the year 2000, so 2001. We got Roberto Alomar, who was supposed to be really good, who stunk up the joint. We got somebody who's not in the lineup for some reason, Jeremy Burnitz, who was supposed to be really good, who stunk up the joint. We got Mo Vaughn, who everybody knew was going to be injury prone, and surprise, surprise, he was very injury prone. Although, when he was able to play, he was a really good slugger. It was either home run or strikeout with him. But he didn't get to play much. So, there was the big four. There was four big names that we got. And it did not work out. It was Roberto Alomar, Jeremy Burnitz, Mo Vaughn. Oh yeah, and Cedeno, because Cedeno was really good on the Mets in 99. Like, really good. And then in 2000, he went to some other team. He was free agent or whatever. And in 2001, we got him back. I was like, ooh, we got Roger Cedeno back. Oh, we're going to win for sure. And for some reason, he just completely lost it. I don't know if he was injured or what, or just forgot how to play baseball. I don't know, but he was terrible when he came back in 2001. Oh, this guy Alfonso, he's always good. But he was best when he played second base. He could play third base too, and that's what he had to do. He had to shift over to third base when we got the other big names. Roberto Alomar, mostly. He plays second. So Fonzie had to go over to third, but he was best when he was playing second. And still Ray Ordonez is batting .311. How? He's usually a terrible hitter. That's interesting. Why is Tony Tarasco? I like Tony Tarasco, but he's a backup player. Why is he in? Who's supposed to be in right field? Oh, Matt Lawton. Yep. Game prefers Tarasco over Lawton? Matt Lawton was... And he was we got him in a trade from the Twins. We got him for Rick Reed. Which, at the time, I really didn't like the trade, but afterwards, Matt Lawton provided a lot of help, and Rick Reed, for some reason, when he went to the Twins, he kind of lost his edge. He was still okay for a little while, but he wasn't as good as he was on the Mets. So, in the long run, it looked like it was a good trade. But I always wonder with Rick Reed if he would have still been good if he stayed on the Mets. Let's see, Cedeno, Alomar, Burnitz third. I think Piazza third. No, I gotta split up the lefties. Burnitz is a lefty, Mo Vaughn's a lefty. Oh, we're lefty heavy. Burnitz, Mo Vaughn. Burnitz, Piazza, Vaughn. That's pretty good. So third, fourth, clean up Piazza, that makes sense. Mo Vaughn is good, but he does strike out a lot. Actually, I think... Oh, Fonzie should be third, probably. But now we've got a lefty bottleneck. We got Mo Vaughn, Jeremy Burnitz, Matt Lawton, all lefties. I think Matt Lawton is a lefty, yeah. You know, as much as Roberto Alomar should be up at the top, batting second, I gotta split up these lefties. I'm gonna put Matt Lawton up there. Just to get him somewhere away from the other lefties. Piazza, Vaughn. There. That balances it out. Yeah, I don't know if Burnitz should really be that low, batting .330, but balances out the lefty righty so that they can't just bring in a lefty and wipe me out for 3 batters. Oh, and I got Outlighter pitching for me. Nice. Who am I facing? Cal Eldred, he's a righty. So I could have left the lefties bunched up, but me personally, I never liked bunching them up like that. Outlighter, Steve Traxel, Jeff D'Amico, oh boy, Pedro Estacio. The starters always look good, but all of the losses always end up going to the relievers. Like, look at David Weathers, 3-11. Dennis Hook, 7-10. Never made much sense. Also, I still have John Franco and Armando Benitez, and Franco, no matter what, John Franco in these games is just always classified as a closer, so he's always going to get the saves, even though in reality, by 98, Benitez was the closer, and Franco was the 8th inning guy usually. Or, sometimes they brought him in to go after lefties, but really John Franco was better against righties. He was a left-handed pitcher, which usually you'd bring in against lefties, but he had a really good changeup, which was good against righties. So, it's weird, like Cal Eldred, Steve Woodward, Brian Bohannon. Oh boy, I bet he's not throwing enough innings. Carl. They won't use Jeff Juden for some reason. I can't really control what the computer does. I give up trying usually. Okay. Yep. I gotta remember buttons. Okay, I gotta play. That's the METS. Okay. And I think we're good to go. Let's see if the game works or if it just like crashes after a little while or something. It seems to be running pretty slow, just the loading and saving stuff, but maybe it's always been like that and I just haven't played in so long. On the White Sox career leader in home runs, named American League MVP in 93 and 94. Big Hurt. Oh, Frank Thomas. I gave it away by saying the Big Hurt. It's like 93 and 94. Yeah, that's way too soon for Jim Thome. Jim Thome was in the Indians. He wasn't on the White Sox until like early 2000s, I think. So yeah, that's Frank Thomas. Baseball trivia is important. It's really not. Maybe that's why I got into baseball, because it's like really kind of a nerd game too, just because of all the stats and stuff like that. Yeah, this is taking way too long to load, I'm pretty certain now. I don't think it's the memory card, because it was taking a long time to do things and I had to restart it just at like the main menu before it would ever access the memory card, I'm pretty sure. So it's the disc. I kind of want to play something else and see if it's this bad. Wow, this is taking a very long time. This might even be frozen. Hello? Thinking about it, I can hear it moving around a bit. The new eye, but I haven't used the PlayStation. It became dust. I don't think this is gonna work. Man, it's acting like it's gonna work. They're like a minute or so, but it never takes this long. Oh, this sucks because now I'm worried about if I close the game or if I like try to pop out the disc and pop it back in, is that gonna corrupt something because it's trying to load? I really don't want to do that. I think the safest thing would be to turn off the game. Oh, you don't want to have to do it. It's loading. Yeah, there goes Frank Thomas. Wow. That took a long time.
Today's game matches the
Audio is
Milwaukee
pretty quiet,
Brewers
isn't it?
and the New York Mets. All right, let's get to the first pitch. Buck, why don't you tell us who might be a key to victory today for Milwaukee?
Grissom has been coming through big at the plate for this team. If he continues to swing a hot bat, they could be real tough to beat here today.
Marquise
All right, the
Grissom.
pitcher's ready. Let's see a hitter.
This one? Let me know if anybody's still there. Oh god, that's the wrong button.
0-1.
Let me know if the audio is okay. I have a feeling it's still quiet. I turned it up a little bit, but I might have only turned it up for me. Is there something... the options that I always have to change? Paragon, ball crystal. Oh, I don't remember. Fielding, automatic. Yep, I always have fielding on automatic. I don't think I have to change anything on this. It's MLB 98 that I always have to change the fielding back to automatic.
Hit weakly to center field.
I just never learned how to control the fielders.
One out and nobody on.
Just
To the
never did
plate,
it.
Matt Lawton. Swing and a miss.
I'm not too good at hitting in this
0-1.
game. It's tricky.
Pulled down the right
Nope.
side.
I'm hitting the ball though, so I'm not gonna say there's any kind of desync going on. I don't think there is.
2 outs, nobody on.
It feels pretty
Here
good.
comes Edgardo
'Cause
Alfonso.
even if I wasn't streaming, this is the same way I would play it through OBS. It's the easiest way to use this capture card. I don't even have the program that the capture card originally came with. Well, I don't think it would even work on
Swing and a
Windows 10. I
miss.
got this thing years ago. That was bad. I gotta learn how to recognize these pitches again. That was a good one to
right
hit.
field.
I got away with it. Yes, single.
They're in business. 2 outs and 1
They're
on.
in business.
Next batter, Mike Piazza.
Yeah, I'm not gonna bunt with Mike Piazza. Bunting is really weird in this game.
Taken down the
But overall, it's like a lot more realistic than MLB 98, though.
Play on that ball, and it hung up there for him,
Like,
and he
it's
was
a lot
able to
more
run
pitching
underneath it for the
based.
out.
MLB 98 is just all about hitting. Home runs. It's definitely like steroid era. Everything's got to be home runs.
Frank Baker hit 12 home runs in 1913. Because of that, he was nicknamed
home run. But why?
that led the league.
Okay,
He's
took it
out of
myself.
there. 1 out and nobody on. Next up, Kevin Seitzer.
Hope I remember how to field. I mean, it's not on automatic, but you still got to throw it to the bases and stuff. And that time I had to run to first base with the pitcher. And that's circle plus right for first, up for second, left for third, which is backwards. Is to MLB, it's you use the face buttons for first, second, third. So yeah, let's see, Slayer. All right, I'm a lefty. I know what I'm
Slider
doing.
low and away.
Yep. I gotta not just throw sliders and sinkers. I think sinkers is his best pitch. But I gotta throw enough fastballs to get him looking for him.
Pop up
Hey,
to
that
first
was good.
base. No problem. 2 outs, nobody on.
I tell you, it's really a gorgeous day here today.
A little bit of a breeze, but it is a nice day.
Jeff Cirillo, oh boy. He's probably their most dangerous hitter for me since he's a righty. They have a few big sluggers, but I think Cirillo, for me personally, was the hardest to get out. Especially since I got Al Leiter here.
Hit Deep to right
That's
field.
exactly where I wanted to throw that pitch.
Hey, you
Nice.
could have caught that one, Buck. 3 up and 3 down. At the top of the second, it's 0-0. Swung on and missed.
I can't lay off high pitches. That is my personal problem. That was a garbage pitch, but I couldn't lay off of it. Now that one was actually pretty hittable.
He makes the out.
I just missed it. It was just inside enough to keep
One
me
out,
from
nobody on.
launching it.
There is nowhere in big league baseball where they have tailgate parties quite as good as Milwaukee.
No, it's great before a ball game because they'll have several bars.
This is, of course, way before the Brewers got their new stadium. This is just
Good hit
County
by
Stadium.
Alomar. 1 out, 1 on. At bat, Jeremy Burnitz.
Well, Jim, if
He
I were
used
in
to
this
be on the
situation, I'd
Brewers.
start the runner right here.
Start the runner. A little too aggressive to start the runner is the
Line drive
thing.
down the left side.
Eh, they still didn't get a double play. Okay,
He's
good.
out of there. 2 outs and 1 on.
How's Ray
Up next,
Ordonez
Ray
batting?
Ordonez.
300. Usually he bats like 208. That must be all me.
Change up down the middle. 0-1.
That was not down the middle. That was low and away, and I swung at it, buddy. Now I tend to use power swing for the first 2 strikes, and then when I'm down to 2 strikes, I'd switch to normal swing. Although with somebody with not as much power like Ray Ordonez, I should probably only be using the normal one. Oh, good job.
Strike 3.
That batter never had a chance. The pitcher had him eating right out of his hand.
It's going to take me a while to
A
get back into
strikeout
hitting.
notched by Eldred.
I'm always terrible at that.
That's the 3rd out with a
I can
runner in
hit a
scoring
lot
position.
better in MLB 98.
Batting
First off, it's a
for
game
Milwaukee,
where
Dave Nielsen.
tuned to hitting, but also, I don't know, maybe I just see the ball better.
Didn't find the plate. Ball.
That,
Ground ball to the shortstop.
that was a sinker, but
He got
it
it.
did not sink as much as it wasn't as low as it should have been, but I got away with it because it was a
Next
sinker.
up, John Jaha.
Now it's starting to feel cold in here. It was pretty warm all day, but now it's cold. I got him to swing at that. Wow, that was way high. Nice. Low and away. And not low enough.
Sprayed down the right side.
Got away with it again, but
Toss to the
let's
first
figure it out, Mo Vaughn.
Got him.
That was one of the problems with
2
Mo
outs,
Vaughn,
nobody on.
is we got him from the Angels, and he was already kind of injury prone on the Angels. He's a big guy. He was a big, heavy guy. And, but on the Angels, he could DH. That was American League. And then us nationally here at Mets were like, oh yeah, we'll get this guy Mo Vaughn. He can play first, right?
Curveball down the middle.
Oh boy.
0-1.
I mean, he could play it good enough to play the position. First base is kind of the easiest position for the most part.
Hit deep to left field.
Or at least the position you don't have to move as much with anyway.
Easy play.
But he had some boneheaded plays, and then he had some issues with catching pop-ups, if I remember correctly. I mean, even though it's an easier position,
First up for
there
the
were
Mets,
still really
Al
great
Leiter.
fielders at first place.
The
Like, say,
defense should
Keith
shorten up a
Hernandez.
step. This guy's got enough speed to bunt for a base hit.
No, he does not have enough speed to bunt for a base hit. He's a
Line
freaking
drive
pitcher.
to second base.
And he just got a single up the middle. Nice. But anyway,
Nice
Mo
hit by Leiter.
Vaughn had
Boy, I tell you
some
what, them
adventures
balls up,
at
and
first
hammered
base. He
it.
was
What a
mostly
line drive
okay,
that
but
was.
I think that made him get injured. He had like bone spurs in his foot. He had ankle injuries and stuff, and just when he was healthy, he was a pretty good hitter, but he couldn't stay healthy for long.
Easy out.
Everybody, and of course, the Mets signed him to a big contract, spent a lot of money to him, and everybody knew he was going to be rough. Let's just see if we can get on base with a normal swing. Yeah, that worked. That dropped in. Just barely.
Safe at second. It's a base hit by Lawton. One out and runners on first and second. Batting 1 for 1, Edgardo Alfonso.
Fonzie.
0-1. Ground ball pulled down the left side. He tosses it to second base.
You should have gone to third. He was the one that hesitated.
Safe at second.
Wow.
Safe at third.
Everybody's safe.
That ball looked like it had eyes just beyond the infielder's glove.
Bases loaded for Mike Piazza. Come on. Throw me a soft one. Oh, come on.
Change up outside.
Soft one down the middle. Sorry, I should have specified. You know, Mike Piazza pretty much always looked at the first pitch. I should do that. That was very hittable, and I popped it up. Wow.
No problem.
That was sad.
2 outs and the bases loaded.
Okay, in this game, Mo Vaughn is way too thin. Like I said, he was a big guy. Oh, he hit a single. Nice. Better than nothing.
Safe at second. And a run scores. Batting 1 for 1, Roberto Alomar.
That's really not where I want Roberto Alomar in the order, I think. Just wanted to break up those lefties, though.
Ground ball to second base.
Nope.
Throw to first. He's out of there.
Oh, we got, what, 2 runs? Or 1?
That's the third out with the bases left jam.
Yeah.
Yeah, they squandered a huge opportunity leaving the bases
One
loaded, although they
run.
did manage to score at least the 1 run.
Yeah, I got 1
Today's
run.
action is brought to you by Oyster Pudding. Available in freshwater, saltwater, and tapioca.
Hi there, Bern. Oh, you fell asleep.
Pudding.
Hi there, Hap. How you doing? I was playing Derail Valley for a while, and I got a little tired of it and
Next
wanted to
batter,
relax with some
Jose
baseball.
Valentin.
Well, if I were on defense right now, I'd be
This
thinking
game
about
is
that
weird.
runner
Yeah,
at first. He
Oyster
might be
Pudding.
moving.
I don't know why that's a thing. Oh no, I was trying to throw to first base. That wasn't the right button. Oh god, how do I throw to first base? Square.
Pickoff
Okay.
attempt at first base. Safe at first.
Double play. It's John Valentin.
It's a bunt.
Can I throw the second? Oh, that was stupid. I shouldn't have thrown this. I should have just gotten the out at first. No, I had to try to get the out at second on a bunt.
Wow,
That was a good
perfect
bunt,
bunt.
too.
He split the defense.
No, he didn't. I was just an idiot.
If this infield is
And
back,
now
you
it's
know,
their
he can drop
pitcher.
down a bunt and beat him to first.
Who's gonna freaking bunt again? Probably. He's smart.
Over to first.
I don't know why I threw first when they got to run on second, but
Well, they better be on their toes. This might be a perfect time for him to drop down that
I'm
bunt.
practicing. Okay.
There's the pickoff throw.
Yeah, Burn. You know, default changed the name of Mike's Discord chat channel to what, Atlanta something with a baseball logo. That made me want to play baseball today. So I did.
He missed
Yeah,
the
he's
bunt.
gonna try to bunt, but he's a pitcher, so he's not too good at it. Well, although pitchers are supposed to be really good at bunting because they can't do anything else. No, he's swinging that time.
On the left side.
There's my.
Great catch by
No
Roberto.
way! Was
Over
that a?
first. After 3, the Mets lead.
They
That was
had
a
couple
double
of good
play,
solid
right?
base hits,
He
but
didn't
just
catch it
weren't
on the
able to bring
fly.
anyone
That
around
wasn't
to
a
score.
triple play.
Leading off the inning
That was
for
a
the New
double
York
play,
Mets,
I
Jeremy
think.
Burnitz. Hit weakly to center field.
So that worked good.
That's a
Hey, there's a single
by
for Burnitz.
1 on and nobody out.
Boy, where it is.
Hitting 0 for 1, Ray Ordonez.
Yeah, the commentators are pretty wacky in this game.
Ground ball down the left side. To the second.
Oh, I made it. He still got the out of first, but at least he didn't get the double play.
1 out, 1 on. Batting 1 for 1. Al Leiter.
Am I gonna bunt? He's already on second. Screw it.
Hit to center field.
Hello.
He snagged that one with ease.
Yep, that's a pitcher hitting for you.
Safe at
That's why I like National League, though. Pitchers
second.
should have to hit.
1 on.
'Cause
Next
nowadays, I
batter,
don't know if
Roger
they.
Cedeno.
I haven't watched baseball in a couple of years now, so I don't know. I know the first year of COVID, which was what, 2020. There were all sorts of restrictions and shortened season and stuff, and one of the things was they brought the DH to National League, which never made any sense to me because why does coronavirus mean pitchers can't hit anymore? Made no sense. And then they also added the because they had to try to cram games in, they added the rule for extra innings where the hitting side after starting in the 10th inning, I think the hitting side starts with a runner on second base, which kind of BS, but kind of at the same time I can understand it.
Join us
I
at
don't
our
know.
next home game for the Team Fridge Magnet giveaway, courtesy of Mousepad City.
But they did a lot of rule changes basically, but the only rule change that I seriously disagree with that they did for that year, and I don't know if it's still going on because I haven't watched baseball in the last couple of years, but is adding the DH to the National League. That made no sense to me. I guess the point was that
1 out and nobody on.
they wouldn't be spending time pinch hitting for the pitcher, and then the other team would switch out the relief pitcher. But also, one of the other rules that I kind of do agree with is if you bring in a relief pitcher, and this rule is probably still going, he has to face at least 2 batters? I don't think it's 3. I think it's 2 batters. Like, you can't just bring in a pitcher and then swap him out for another pitcher because it just wastes too much time.
Hit deep to
But it
center
takes out
field.
some of the strategy, too, though. So, I don't know.
Routine play. 2 outs, nobody on. Hitting 0 for 1, Jeff Cirillo.
Okay, so Burns said oyster pudding, so you guys can definitely hear the game. Good. I was pretty sure you could. I turned it up a little bit. It seemed too
Line
quiet.
drive down the right side.
Really? You got that?
Running catch. 3 up
He
and 3
caught that
down.
with his foot. This game always does that.
After 4, the Milwaukee Brewers trail
A little
by
silly.
1.
You know,
For the most
Jim, I
part, the
think this
graphics
team
are
is
pretty good,
patient,
except for
waits
that.
for the
For
opportunity.
its
They got a
era.
chance to get back in
He
this
has
game.
1. Ugh.
Curveball down the middle.
This game looks a little bit better than MLB 98 anyway.
2 strikes on him.
Really?
Line drive
Well, at least I
down
made
the
contact.
line.
Foul ball.
Hit foul.
How's life? Life's alright. I'm getting there. I'm gonna go to the dentist next week, but
Take a seat.
Boy, he swung right
I
through
think
that
that's
hitter.
gonna
Check his
be
bat. It might have a hole in it.
easier than the last time I had to go to the dentist anyway. That I do have a tooth that's bothering me, but it's not bothering me constant just yet. It just has to hold out until Tuesday. It's if I'm very careful when I'm eating, which I am,
1 out, 1 on.
it should be okay.
Hitting 0 for 2.
Although yesterday
Mike
it hurt a
Piazza.
lot. Because the night before I ate something that was a bit too much. All that has to happen is food hits that tooth
Ground
once,
ball up the middle.
and then I'm screwed for a while.
Got him. He's out of there. Double play.
I'm pretty well experienced with eating around bad teeth, though.
Turned it around the bag at second and ended the inning.
Tight game.
Jim, the Boston Red Sox had a budding superstar named Jackie Jensen. He won the American League MVP. You know, he retired prematurely in 1961. because of a fear of flying.
But coming
Oh,
from you,
wow.
that means absolutely nothing.
Wow,
Let's get
somebody
back to the game.
retired for fear of
Swung
flying,
on
and by
missed.
61, yeah, baseball
0-1.
teams were probably flying around more. Boy, back in the day, they used to travel by train. But, then you're wasting full days just on
Hit
traveling.
to the pitcher. Throw to first. Got him.
Oh,
One
I'm
out,
playing the
nobody
Mets.
on. Hitting 0 for 1, John.
I'm playing against the Brewers. The Brewers are hitting right now. You can tell I'm playing the Mets because under Al Leiter you see the buttons for the pitcher. But yeah, the graphics aren't that great. They're better than MLB 98 though, a bit, I think. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play this full game.
Hits back.
Oh
Hits
God,
away.
John Jaha, all these righty power hitters,
Home
they
run,
finally got me.
Milwaukee.
Oh well, now it's tied at 1. I think I'll play this full game on MLB 99, and then I'll play one game on... No, this is Triple Play 99, sorry.
Gym managers simply love it when their hitters take advantage of a pitcher's mistake.
Yeah. I think that was a sinker. I'm throwing too many sinkers because that's his best pitch. But, I'll play... This is Triple Play 99, and then I'll play one game of MLB 98. So we can do a little compare-contrast, I guess.
Line drive.
Yeah, I knew that wasn't a good choice. I should have gone with slider, maybe.
He's got himself a base hit. 1 out, 1 on. Batting 1 for 1, Mike Matheny.
Hey, somebody tried out the commands thing. Nice. I'll warn you, some of the stuff on there, I don't even know if it actually works.
To first.
Oh, he threw to first. Okay, that's fine. I'm glad the computer I think I tried to throw to second, but
Batting 1 for 1,
didn't
Jose
happen.
Valentin.
I think it's better that it didn't happen. I would have gotten the out at second. Jose Valentin. Oh, he ended up on the Mets in like 2006, I think. Yeah, he was on the Mets for a couple
He'll try and catch
seasons.
him napping off second.
Jose Valentin, of course, by the time he was on the Mets, he wasn't as good. He was already in his twilight years, I think. He had a couple of pretty good
Hits deep
seasons
to right field.
on the Mets,
No
if he wasn't hurt.
run. That takes care of the side with a man left in scoring position.
I've got this team built like
At the top of the
2001
sixth,
Mets,
It's tied at 1.
which
Today's game seems like a classic struggle. Both teams
I'll never
seem to be
forget it
executing
because
very well.
the Mets made big trading moves in
Line drive, pulled
at
down
the end
right
of the
side.
2000 season because they made it to the World Series in 2000. Unfortunately, they had to square off against the Yankees and lost,
One on and
but
nobody out. Batting
it's a really
1 for
good team.
2, Roberto Alomar.
But they made all these big
This could
moves
be a
that was
situation
supposed to
where
be
they'll start
like
that runner at
dream
first
team
base.
almost, get all these really big names, and they all backfired.
Fastball down the middle.
4 big names and they all backfired. That's the Mets.
Line drive, straight down
Really.
right side. He caught it.
So this team is pretty much as close as I can get it to the 2001 Mets.
Batting 1 for 2,
Duke.
Jeremy Burnitz.
I have no idea what that
This is
does.
a situation where they're probably thinking about starting the runner.
Swung on and missed. 0-1.
Oh,
He's batting 1 for 2.
it might be a mod command. Nuke, it might be a song request thing, and I didn't set up song requests. That could be it. Oh, Jeremy Burnitz. No, I never go to normal swing with him. He always swings for the fences.
Shallow pop fly to the left side.
What?
Can a corn. 2 outs and 1 on. Hitting 0 for 2. Ray
Will that be bad?
Ordonez. Fastball down the
Yep,
middle.
yep, yep. I get it.
0-1.
Yeah. You never know. Russia's getting feisty again.
Line drive down the line.
What are they doing now? They're
Catch by Cirillo.
not even only Ukraine. They're trying to take over other stuff too.
Eldred.
They weren't doing that a couple years ago. That's all I gotta say about that. Big bullies.
Ground ball up the middle.
Oh,
Rutherford.
oh, Kazakhstan.
He's out of there.
Gonna
One
go
out,
after all the
nobody on.
stands.
Here comes Marquise Grissom.
Yeah, Russia's never happy with what they have. Always gotta get more.
Sprayed down the right side. He makes the catch.
Now, I'm hearing a little bit of a buzzing noise, but I don't think it's coming from the game.
2 outs, nobody on.
Oh,
Hitting 0 for
that's
2.
the
Kevin
PlayStation.
Seitzer.
Oh. Guess that makes sense. Why is the PlayStation making terrible noises? It's humming pretty good. I don't know. Everything's working fine, though.
Fastball inside.
Huh. Noise goes away when the pitch is thrown. Yeah, it's gone. It's a new eye in the PlayStation. I replaced it
Hit
last
weakly to
year.
center field. Fly ball, easy play. 3 up and 3 down.
But yeah, in case you didn't notice, but me just talking about the PlayStation,
At
this
the
is
top of the
the
7th,
real
it's
PlayStation
tied
I'm
at
playing
1.
it on.
This
PlayStation
game is
2.
going to be decided by the bullpens.
First up for the Mets,
What inning is
Al
this?
Leiter.
Oh god. What inning is this? Bottom of this. No, it's top of the 7th. I could pinch hit for Al Leiter, but I'm not going to. He's still got enough in the tank, I think. He's better than my relievers, I
Nice
think.
pitch.
Why am I swinging for the fences with Al Leiter?
Oh, hit weakly to center
Yes.
field.
Probably should have done normal swing.
1 out and nobody on. Hitting 0 for 3. Roger
Now
Cedeno.
the humming's back. That's weird. Well, this game had a really hard time loading up this
0-1.
game. This individual game. Like, I was almost ready to turn off the PlayStation, which I really didn't want to do because it was on a loading screen and I was worried it was going to
2
corrupt
strikes on
something.
him.
Then it finally loaded.
3 strikes, the batter's out.
Well, I don't know what. I don't think
I'm not too good at hitting in this game, by the way.
He didn't look
I haven't
comfortable
played
at
it in
all.
a while.
3 strikeouts by Eldred.
You know, let's go with a normal swing from the start. Oh, just made it past the second baseman. Just barely.
It's a single.
Matt
by
Lawton's
Lawton.
kind of fast,
2
I
outs
think.
and 1 on. Batting 3 for 3, Edgardo Alfonso.
I'm not going to try to steal. Not good at that. I'm going to just put him on aggressive. I could do hit and run. Not yet. Let's watch one pitch. I'm really bad at watching pitches. Because almost always I pick a pitch that's actually... Yeah, see, that's a
that
strike.
surprised him.
Well. I don't know why I'm running him, because it's going to be... could be a ball.
The runner goes for second.
Yep, that's what I thought was going to
Throw at
happen.
second.
Oh, he made it, though. He made it.
Safe at second. A steal by Lawton.
Yeah, I thought Lawton was pretty fast. Okay, no more power swing. 2 strikes. Oh, God, that was a bad pitch. Oh, what are you doing? What are you doing? I thought it was going to get away from something, but Lawton, he ran back to second. Why did you run back to second? The guy had the ball right there.
Now there's a perfect.
I mean, I think they would have gotten it out anyway. Uh-oh. There it goes. Go back to humming. And she's frozen now. Ah, damn. I'm wondering if it's the disc or the PlayStation. It's not the PlayStation. But I did screw something up on it. I did replace that eye on my own. Hello? Oh, last ditch thing. Oh, no, that was the wrong button, you see. I was going to pop open the top and spin the disc around, but that was the wrong button. That was the on-off button. See, I haven't done this in a while. That's the end of that. Oh. That's a big old scratch in the disc now. It wasn't... What? There must be something in there scratching it. The eye? Hold on. That's what the buzzing noise was? Did I destroy my disc? That looks like it's fine. There's nothing... Yeah. I don't know if they've down here. What happens when you don't use your PlayStation? Well, since it looks like this disc already kind of got wrecked, let's keep testing things with this disc. I think there was a piece of dust in there or something. Damn it. You know, they used to have this thing called a disc washer. I think it was called disc doctor. Or you would put it in and it had like a wheel that you turned by hand. It like polished the disc and tried to get rid of some of the scratches and stuff. I don't know if it's a scratch or just a mark. It definitely wasn't there just a little bit ago, though. That looks pretty terrible, actually. I need to find a sacrificial disc to stick in here just to test it out again. Let's see. Okay, now I gotta listen to that noise. See, I got my headphones on, so I didn't really hear it much. Oh, she ain't reading the disc now. Oh dear. Uh-huh. You even trying? Oh, it's dragging. Yeah, it's dragging. What the hell happened? Where's it dragging? Wow. Okay, something went awry. I don't get it. It's dragging. Okay. I think we're gonna have to do a different kind of stream. Or I can just end the stream, I guess. But might set up the webcam and take this thing apart. Because something is dragging somehow. And it's bad because it just put a little scratch on my disc. I don't know why it's doing that. Now, I know I changed this eye, but everything was fine with it. Was it this freaking wire? This ribbon wire? Hold on. I can diagnose this. Nope, that's not it. We'll put it upside down so that it won't actually damage anything. This is confusing. Yeah, I wasn't making that noise before. Throw it up against something. I think it is the eye thing because no matter which position I put in it, I still hear it. I don't know if you guys can hear what I'm doing. Alright, hold on. We are going to stop the stream one more time. But I'm going to come back for some reason. And I'm going to set up the webcam and point it at this thing. So you can see what I'm seeing. Because why not, I guess. So I'll be right back.